Wrong way. Special guest for the night. Shooting extraordinaire. First time at the this is sweet tea, by the way. It does look like a cocktail. First time at the Isyour6covered Global Productions headquarters.
Very nice, very nice.
We're having a little fun. So for those of you that have seen him out in the chat, we got Dick Hedges. So he drove all the way from Florida. How was that experience?
It was a long drive.
How many hours? 12?
12 hours.
12 hours of pure insanity, right?
Yeah. Car accidents and traffic led to no live last night.
That's right. So he showed up a little late. We can blame it on Mr. Hedges here. Today we're drinking some Florida. This was sent by Mr. Hedges' wife. So I don't know if she'll ever watch this, but thanks for the tea. Appreciate it. And this is from Publix. Pretty darn good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it was definitely good. And I've been drinking that all day. So let's see who we got out here. Let's see what kind of madness. Wait for everybody to show up. Let's see who's first. Let's wait. Let's see if anybody hit the thumbs up button first. And then we'll get out here and say hi to everybody. So most of these names you've probably seen.
Yes.
And what we'll
that's
do,
easier to read over there.
I'm going to zoom this up so people like myself can read it.
Okay.
So slide it. There we go.
And you're high.
All right, so let's see who got first place. We have the famous John Rollins got first place. Congratulations, John, for pulling off first place.
Close second, 45 auto.
45 auto got a close second. Slacking 45 auto. If you want to come in first, you gotta try a little harder. You gotta have faster internet service than John Rollins. Let's see. We got Seabeck out there. Cheers, Seabeck. How did you do today? We will tell you how we did today.
Seabeck is getting beat with a baseball bat fun.
That's right. Boy, it's going to be a late night, and there is next time, Rick. Yeah, no, for some reason it showed that I was going to start off tonight at 10:50?
10:50, yeah.
No. So I saw that, and I'm like, no, that's not possible. So hopefully we got, let's see who else we got in. We got, as we said today, hold left edge and send it. That didn't seem to work very well.
It failed us many times.
Charles Tiffy, we took your advice. We held left edge. That did not work. That did not work at all. Let's see. We got Jason Hunt out there. 80 Bajas out there. Chris Estes. Tyler Worth. Welcome, welcome. Keith Gregory. There's a name I haven't seen in a little while. Brian Wyatt's out there. Welcome. Todd Bailey's out there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and we got a bounce in the thing here. We got M. Bailey. Welcome to the show. Great Goat Herder. James Smith's out there as well. Mackev. You nursing your wounds with that sweet tea? Yeah, we got a chance to we didn't shoot in the same squad because Mackev doesn't like to shoot in the same squad as us. So I don't know what his deal is. No, I'm just kidding. And we got Frank Furr out there. Ace in the holes out there. We got Ray with a box of goodies.
Dang, you got the air conditioning on here? Holy crap. You can have a seat.
I turned the heater on. I knew you were coming on. Yeah, the recliner. So we got Mr. X-Ring is showing up. We got Sean Downey's out there. Otter is out there as well. Hopefully everybody's doing well. We're gonna have some fun tonight. And we had actually invited, I don't know if he's going to show up tonight, but the man that invented what I would say is the toughest match I've ever shot in my entire life. It was called the VOD Tactical Rimfire Positional, wait for it, Punisher. And I think I just wish I would have stayed home. But we'll have some fun and see.
Oh, there's somebody.
Mateo. Potato. We have Mateo and a potato. So this is Matt P, which I don't know what the Mateo is, but he had a chance to shoot it. He actually did really well today. Well, whatever you can call really well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because first place out of 102 rounds,
out of
target,
102 possible points,
it was what, 59?
59 points.
59 points, ladies and gentlemen. That was the winner. Actually, we got a Pursuit of Accuracy out there. He did very well today.
Yeah, well, Josh did very well.
That's because he got to shoot it yesterday, but you know.
Yeah. Rumor on the scene.
That's right. Rumor has it.
Yeah. DW.
We got DW out there as well. Simon Klein.
Got his butt kicked today as well.
It was tough. So, Mr. Dick Hedges over here drove all the way up here to see what a PRS style match looked like at VOD. I'm trying to get one going in Florida, correct?
Yes.
All right. So this is actually like verbal communication. So like one word answers.
Yep.
You got to do better.
No, we're trying to get it set up down there. I want to see, I've heard good things about up here in VOD. It was first class. It was great match. Well run. Targets were a little tiny.
Little beyond tiny.
Little spaced out. A lot of movement. I didn't know I was supposed to be like an Olympic hurdler or sprinter. More like gymnastic. Now you had to stretch and contort.
So the ways to make matches harder is to make the distances farther away and the target smaller. And he did both. And there's one other way to make it so you have to move almost every time you shoot.
Every time you move the bolt.
Every time you need it was a lot of fun and tough as nails.
I've been doing competitive shooting for 35 plus years. This was by far the hardest match that I've shot with regards to looking at the hit ratio percentage. It was 57% for first place. So that gives you guys any idea of how difficult this was.
I had 12 targets on my dope card. I had to pull a piece of tape off, bring it up, and then post it again. So it was like this long so I could have all my dope for 12 targets.
I did look at practice score. Congratulations, Matt. You and I tied for first place with 8 hits on that LYL stage. We had the highest scores on that stage.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a chance to look at it just a few minutes ago before I drove up.
What do you think, Matt? How it was fun. We all know this, but it was a pain in the butt as well. But what do you think overall?
It was a blast. We were warned, fair and square. We were told, bring your A game. There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of targets, small targets. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It definitely tested our limits. Had some gear malfunctions here and there, but that's just all part of it. But it was fun. It was hard. I agree with Ray, at least for me, with shooting 22. This was by far the hardest 22 match, hands down, that I've shot to date.
Yeah, in my opinion, this was harder than the NRL 22X match that I shot in the freezing cold with blind stages. This was considerably harder than that.
Yeah, I really think Chris honestly knocked it out of the park. I mean, we were told it was going to be hard, and we definitely saw that today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for my Floridians out there, don't worry. I will not replicate this if I start bringing matches down there, at least for a few years.
It's a fine line, man. It really is a fine line for newer shooters and having stages that are on the more difficult side for your more seasoned shooters. So it's a fine line, and I think this one was kind of the cherry on top of, well, we'll see who does good.
Yeah, this was really not a match for a new shooter or the first time PRS rimfire shooter to attend at all.
It was, well, we did have a kid that was, I don't know, 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he was, 8. And it was his first match. He shot with his dad, and he had a good time. But the target's being tough.
Yeah, pulling the trigger. You're having a good time.
You're having a good time. But it was fun, I got to say. And in the briefing earlier today, Chris had said this is kind of going to be what the finale looks like.
That's not what he said.
I think he's
No.
evaluate. This was a match to kind of send him in the right direction on what the finale should look like. Or
Yeah, he said it won't be near as hard.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But what it should basically, it's going to be tougher than what we were normally used to. Is what I was getting at.
Definitely tough.
I don't even know what the biggest target was out there. So we shot out to basically 400 yards. I think it was on stage.
It's the LYL, but I don't think anybody made it out to 400 yards.
I think 3/4 of our squad for the
401.
ISIS won.
Yeah.
I did see one target at the end of the day, so that meant every squad went through it. It was one of our last stages, and there was not one hit on the I think it was the one at the fence, our last.
Yeah, Tyler Orth, I see what you're saying. Would you rather shoot a match that you have to clean to win, or just shoot? Or just, I can't read that as much. I prefer the latter. Yeah, I get it, and I'm not disappointed with the match at all. I mean, I thought it was a great match. I mean, at one point, probably about a third of the way through, all the seriousness left everyone, and it just became fun because so many people were zeroing out on stages. These are experienced shooters. So not only are people zeroing out, I don't think when they did the thing at the end about the giveaway, about somebody cleaning a stage, I don't know if anybody cleaned a stage. I know you and I dropped one on one. I don't know. I think there was one person that cleaned one stage. That's pretty rare to see that. But I mean, when you have a ton of people zeroing out on stages, then that's the other end of it. And see, even Tyler, 70% hit ratio is a good balance. It is. And when you have first place at 57%, I think is what it was.
Yeah, I'll see you right now.
Yeah, it's 57%, and then it just drops way down from there. Then there's that fine line. But I mean, like I said, I had a great time.
Oh yeah,
I did. Fun day of shooting.
I think I timed out the most I've ever timed out at this match. Believe it or not.
I think it was somewhere close above 50%. Matt was timing out, and that was kind of worrisome to me.
Yeah, you got.
You were going into it watching the people in front of you, getting 1, 2 zeros, and you're like, man, this is another tough stage.
Yeah.
We started off with the tire, so you shot off the left side of a barricade. Then you shot off what normally would be like a tree swing tire, kind of like has 4 cords on a tire hanging by one point. That was tough. A lot of people shot it differently. There's people that put their bipod on the front of the tire and rear bag in the back of the tire. There's people that shot off just the rear of it. And there was a few people that, because of that, the tire popped up, and there was a couple of people that shot actually the tire. So
we almost had one in our group almost shoot it, but we stopped them before.
Yeah, because the tire wanted to pop up. So it was a balance between trying to figure out how to get a good position and then just knowing that there is no such thing as a good position on that one. I don't know what you could have done. We had people that came up with large pump pillows. The big ones, trying to use it to kind of wedge in the tire, small bags, little bags, no bags. And there was people that tried to do it with no bipod, and some of their bags were too small. So that was where they were not getting enough clearance in between, with the tire lifting up a little bit in the front. So, yeah, there was a lot of hurdles, I guess.
Yeah, plus 5 asked what also made this match hard, I thought, was the winds were a lot switchier than normal at VOD.
Yeah, they weren't very powerful, but they were all over the place in some of the, depending on what stage you were on, it seemed like they were really swirling around.
I was thinking about that at dinner and when we were talking about it. And realistically, was it the wind being so changing direction, or was it the targets were just so small that you didn't have that margin of error?
Correct. I think he hit the key. That's the nail on the head right there. Typically, you could go from a 1 mil target and hit left edge to right edge with the wind swirling. You're still getting your hits. But now you make that a half MOA target. You're missing it left side, missing it right side, and didn't change a thing. It's just the wind swirling. And that was tough. Everybody struggled with it. Everyone struggled with it.
What would you say the average was for target size at different distances?
I don't know, but guys, a bowling pin target at 333 yards with wind that's swirling is no joke. And this is the first time we've shot stages where there was actually 2 stages where if you missed, that was it. You were done. And so a few people, like even a 50-yard target, if you missed it, that's it. You zeroed out 12 points right there.
12 points.
12 points gone with no attempt to go any further or anything else. And then, there was one really unique stage. It was very similar to the one we shot in, where was it? Bristol. That Bristol match. You had four hostage KYLs and then a static target. Well, if you hit a hostage, you zeroed. That was it. You were done. End of story. So what a lot of people were doing, and guys, this is gaming it. What they do is you had to shoot this head target first, which measured out exactly half a mil, and your gap between your 2 hostages were half a mil.
Yeah.
So you had to aim at this hostage to possibly hit the hostage taker. So what guys were doing is they would shoot one at this, burn one towards the KYL, but not try to shoot it. And then just to try to get 3 or 4 points on the head.
Yeah.
And just completely skip shooting at a hostage target.
It
was that difficult.
During that match, I did not game it. I went back and forth. I would aim at the target I was supposed to hit, and it would skip the one you weren't supposed to hit and then hit the next one.
Yeah.
So they kept saying you're hitting the wrong target. I'm like, I know it's not working out well.
Everybody wants to know how the Bagara performed, Reg.
All right, guys, I'm actually uploading the video. This was not the match for me to shoot the Bagara. You guys are always on when we do the chats, you guys get to hear the information first before I actually post it. And don't take this wrong. For you guys that shoot and own Bagaras, it did not work out well for me at all. I missed a lot of targets that these guys that shoot with me day in and day out are like, dude, how'd you miss that? And I'm like, it's the rifle. I'm telling you, I was solid. I was dead on it. Had nothing to do with the wind. And we're talking targets at 70 yards or so. It just doesn't have the accuracy. Now, that does have the carbon barrel. The other thing I do want to stress is I do have 2,000 rounds through that rifle now at this point over the last week. I zeroed the crap out of this thing at 50 yards. And I could be dead on, hitting a dime every single time at 50 yards, come out the next morning and it's 2 inches high, or it'd be an inch low with just a little bit of temperature change. I'm not talking about going from 80 down to 30 or anything like that. It doesn't consistently maintain at 0 when you set it like we have on the Voodoos. I mean, Matt, you know exactly where your first round cold bore is. It's going to be repeatable. Even if the temperature changes 10 degrees, it might shift a quarter of an inch. That's about it, not 2 inches. And I think the carbon barrel is just not a good candidate. Like I said, I probably should have just waited for the steel, but I was very disappointed in the Bagara, and everything was equal. I ran the same XLR JVNV Pro chassis. I had a two-stage Trigger Tech Diamond, the same Burris XTR3. Everything was the same. And it was horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, on certain stages, it wasn't good at all. We got a few people out there watching. I want to say hi to. We got Brian Wyatt, +5. John Kreiderman, who shot with us
that
today.
Was straight up.
Manuel.
Yeah, it was, John.
Yeah, it was a kick in the kick in the pants for sure. Matt Kev, you have a good night. I know we got Gary S., Don K., and Gavin D out there. Go ahead and say something in the comments sections. Don't be trolling around, not saying nothing.
Oh man,
That's
called out.
That's an interesting comment right there by Born to Be Shooter. He says he was reading a guy who won the King of the 2 Mile, and he said that your brain's balance is much more accurate than using a bubble. Look, I don't know anything about the King of the 2 Mile or anything like that, but I can tell you that shooting up in the mountains, your brain does not work like that. Everybody here will shake their heads because you can use a spirit level, you can use an LRA, and some of the targets, you'd swear it's straight.
Yeah.
And if you're level, it's going to be candid at like 25 degrees. It's insane.
I argue with my bubble level on my chassis all the time.
Yeah, you're like, that's wrong.
You are so wrong.
Yeah, there was a 50-meter or 50-yard LYL that was missed today because my head bubble said it was good, and
Yeah.
LRA said absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're tilted at 90 degrees.
Exactly. You're shooting sight.
I was like, how did I miss that? I look over and my LRAs. Oh, you're way off.
Now, Joe M., that's a great question. I think it is a great action. I had less malfunctions with that Bergara today than I've ever had with the Voodoo. Okay, the Voodoo is, for me, it does jam a lot with my action, with my chassis, rather.
It's that fast, bold action.
I'm not sure. But the Bergara, those 2,000 rounds I've shot over the last week, I might, after today, I think I've had 2 malfunctions, where it was just a hard feed or I had to re-rack the bolt or something. I love the action. I think if it had a quality barrel in it, which I'm actually thinking about having somebody spin up a barrel for it and just throw a Bartlett in there, I think I would enjoy the crap out of it.
Yeah, I never had a problem with the Voodoo, magazine related until today.
Yeah.
I jammed one home, and I'm pretty sure I condensed that little 22 round down.
You shaved the bottom of it off.
Oh, I felt it was hand, and it was like crunch.
Too, when that happens, you're like, this thing is still not going to fly.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like,
just hit me in the back of the head.
Yeah, come around the backside.
I don't know. You'd have pretty.
What up, Joaquin?
It'd still be 50-50 luck of hitting it today. It might help.
Yeah, it might help. That's right. The wind could push it right into it.
It was true though, because like Ray had said, he's all after the first couple stages, it went from I really didn't do very well to what, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, whatever.
What's the worst you're gonna do? 0 out?
Everybody's just having a horrible time trying to hit targets. So it's like, okay, it's cool.
I probably had the most fun today because of that.
Really?
Because you had to quit taking it seriously because you expected to do poorly.
It
literally felt like when I sent that bolt home, like loading for a 6.5 Grendel, just all that powder crunching. It was just, it was bad.
Or a bad day on the Dillon press when you forgot to put primers, feed your primers, you get all that gritty.
Oh man.
Man. That's a nasty powder sound. Stratos 27.
No, it was unique in the fact that more people were comparing how many zeros they had
than they were how many cleaned it.
Yeah. There's no one was asking questions like, hey, did you clean that one? No, it's like, hey, how many zeros did you have? How many bolos?
Did you hit a target?
Did you hit a target on that one? If so, what was the win?
That's right.
I think I saved ammo this match, actually.
Yeah, there was some savings in ammo this match between running out of time and.
No, for the most part, I think we slung lead at almost everything. There was very few we timed out on.
Well, the last stage, the 6th target, no one got to that target all day. Completely white.
Yeah, no one hit that target.
But you could shoot all 12 rounds because you just couldn't advance unless you.
Yeah, you just couldn't get there.
Yeah.
You couldn't get there.
You shot all the rounds.
Yeah.
What's up, Kreiderman? Why can't I type? Am I not allowed to type?
No, you're not allowed.
No, you can't type.
You can. You'd have to have another thing, or I don't know what you're on. If you're on a laptop, you could go over to the YouTube portion of it and comment in the comment section.
So I'll never return if I do that.
Yeah, I gotcha. Did anyone have to buy Dairy Queen? Nope.
No, I had to get paid $20 though.
Yeah, Matt had a bet going with Ray here
That
on
he lost
on
the
who
most.
was going to suck the worst.
I told him
when you're betting like I'm going to suck worse than you're going to.
Yeah.
that's
Like,
it.
that's a bad day.
Yeah.
You're
I
like,
never
no.
wanted to actually lose so much just to get some money.
At first, he wanted to start off at 10. I was like, shoot, that's not even worth the bet. And then when he said 20, I was like, I'll take that bet. And sure enough, that $20 is in my pocket. I'll buy a good scratch off for a taser night.
Taser
Oh,
night.
man. Oh, man.
All nights are good for tasers.
Whoa. I
Which
can go get a flashbang real quick.
Frank
Karate
Flores,
chop.
which voodoo would you suggest? Well, none of us bought our voodoos from Voodoo specifically. We bought barreled actions and put them into our chassis of choice.
I bought it.
So I can't say, whether, the apparition or anything like that. That's on you. Basically, he went all MPA. I went XLR. Matt went XLR. And then, other than the new 360, if you prefer a 90 or 60 degree bolt, I would just recommend you only get an 18 or a 20-inch barrel. My opinion. And then what?
45 auto says Rick's eyes started twitching when you said
Taser. Yeah.
Actually, you're running a Matrix 2 from MPA as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a little butt heavy.
It is.
I got to figure that out.
Actually, dang it, I just forgot his name. He shot in our group today. He's probably out here watching us right now. Willard. He's running. Was it Willard? Someone else is running.
I thought
Matrix.
Willard was running a CZ.
No, Willard. I thought Willard was running
And then you got Fletcher.
Someone was running
a BA comp. He tried grabbing Kreiderman's rifle like twice.
There was someone that had speckled paint on theirs.
Yes.
I don't remember who it was now. I'm all confused. But yeah, that was another Matrix. So there was at least 3 Matrix out there.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm talking about a different guy, but yes.
Putney said he just talked to Marmaduke and he said it was tough. Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. If you're going to want to compete at the highest end of the open division, I honestly think you need to be shooting a Voodoo or something that's been rebarreled and tested, like a CZ action or something like that, with like a Bartman or an Ace barrel or something. I don't think the Bergar B14 with the carbon barrel is going to do it for you. I mean, you can be competitive, but yeah, it was all over the place.
I think in NRL, like the 100.
Yeah, you'd probably be okay with
You'd
that.
probably be perfectly fine with
Yeah.
What's up, Sheball?
Sheball Secchi's out there. What is going on? It's I don't know. It's tough because there's a lot of people like Buddy D's worried now.
Just go with the steel barrel. You'll be fine. I think the carbon. Look, I'm used to the proof carbons and the Christensen carbons and all of that, and I actually see a carbon line that runs right down around the 10 o'clock position. I don't know how much care is taken with that. I don't know how much deflection you're getting because it's a rat. But depending on the tension of it, how barrel tension is. I think mine changes with the temperature. Otherwise,
I almost guarantee it does because you'll say, "Man, I'll print a perfectly good group," and then all of a sudden it'll open up. Well, that's because it's all freaking hot.
Yeah,
and then you wait a little while and it
vertical dispersion.
So I left work early on what was it, Wednesday? And guys, I really spent probably 200 plus rounds just making sure my zero was good on that. And then today I'm expecting it to at least hit the target. I hit the guy's target above it. We're talking 2 inches high and 1 inch to the left. I had to re-zero all my turrets out, and it's like nothing's changed. The temperature's about the same lot of ammunition out of the same brick. It was just, I don't know. I don't like chasing stuff like that. I don't do that with the Voodoo.
Josh says third went to the Bagaras today, so there you go. That's good. Matt, you finally get the stickers?
I have not, Sheball.
Oh, I got mail. I got mail too in the car. Those boxes.
Oh, okay.
It's like when we've seen each other, it's just for a split second, and we're kind of just doing our thing, and we're gone.
Jason Johnson. I don't know. This was my second rimfire match, really my first PRS. And what it's good for is it shows you all the chinks in your armor, like what you really have to look at. And there's no BS to it. There's no hiding anything. Today you weren't getting away with luck, right?
No.
And so when you watch the video or you get done with the stage, you know exactly. All right, I sucked at this, and this. This is what I have to work on tonight or next week.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's so beneficial for, even if you guys are not putting out content on YouTube, is to have somebody record yourself, because you can get the perspective from behind, watching you and what you're doing. There's a huge benefit to that, I believe. It makes it nice.
I have to get my GoPro and bring it.
Well, like Pop's Quest, good buddy of ours, he does a lot of USPSA stuff. He sets a tripod up. He's got his camera on there. It's very wide angle. He doesn't have to mess with it at all. He runs the whole stage, and he gathers information, what he can get out of it. So
there you go.
Todd Bailey, I'm going to do a zero test with mine. I'll document by photo and date, time and temp, and maybe shoot a 5-shot group over 5 days window to see if I get a point of impact shift.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, it just could be the one that I've got. I've seen that before with other barrels, carbon barrels. Maybe I just got a bad one. I don't know, but it's something I will never compete with again.
So there's a regard for
the only reason I shot it was because the Voodoo is being completely reworked. It's getting a really cool, Cerakote on the chassis, everything. And I was like, well, this is a good time to try it because I already know what to base it off of. All I've been shooting's the Voodoo. And yeah, I could have just as easily shot Mini X's rifle because it's set up just like, matter of fact, out of all of our rifles, you and I commented, I think that one
shoots great.
That one shoots just lights out. But I wanted to do it just to try it. And I was, this is the worst finish I've had by far since I've started this whole stuff.
Have you tried double checking, like untorquing and retorquing the barrel to action screws?
I have not tried to mess with the barrel action on that. They're actually torqued in.
They're torqued in?
Yeah.
Jason Johnson wants to know what ammo you used on the Bagura.
Okay, so Jason, I tried everything from Center X to Polar, Lapua. I also tried Ely 10X, which it absolutely hated. And I've got some new same lot Ely 10X. It did not like it whatsoever. And the Center X was just all over the place. And so the best luck that I had with was some Ely Target, which was, believe it or not, an economy bullet. It's a $5 a box, box of 50 bullet. But it liked it the best, and it was the most consistent with it at 50 and at 100 yards.
But you notice what?
A lot of vertical dispersion.
Vertical dispersion. There you go, Matt.
They're known as VD.
VD. You got the VD.
We can't. Matt said if Ray says vertical dispersion one more time, I'm going to kick him in the nuts.
It was right before.
Y'all kept saying it. It's just
he did great on long range, and then at mid-range stuff, it was vertical.
It was
vertical.
It was all over the place. Oh, that's so funny because you could shoot. You could hear it when I shot. You'd be like, and then like
center fire recon.
Yeah, exactly. Could you not hear the differences in it?
It was really.
Hey, Ray, we were just there to have fun.
That's all I did. It was obvious.
We should have all just shot this and saved our good ammo for a different match.
That's it. We'd have probably had better luck.
We probably would have.
We'd have been the noisy squad.
I know.
What are they doing over
here? What are they doing over there? They're shooting stingers.
We're burning voodoo barrels over here.
That's right. Burning them out. So Josh Tyler had an interesting experience. Hub drafts caused my wind funneling down shooting bays, which are deflected back towards the target. High winds caused a 2 mil hole under 275. Mild 1 mil. Yeah, what was your, I think the most I held was Oh, actually, it was 1.5 at the top of the hill.
I held 2.
Did you?
And I hit a lot of impacts on that one. I was holding 2 mils.
Offhand, that surprised us.
We
That was
were
100
dialed in.
yards. That was 100 yards, and that was what, a 1 mil?
8 tenths.
Yeah.
8 tenths, I think, is what the call was on that.
So
Of course, that's a full value coming off that lake.
that thing was whipping.
Now, one of the things that always gets me is being able to trust the Kestrel on the wind. It's like, did I have it? Did I point it in the right direction?
Yeah.
Did I have everything? Direction of fire, was it right when I got wind on this thing? I'm like, there's no way it can be this.
Yeah, Tyler, or we've seen that out west quite a bit. I've never really experienced a whole lot of that here. He's talking about uplift.
Yeah, that one canyon when we were in Utah.
Yeah.
Now, can we get that at VOD or probably not?
Well, we noticed it because you were shooting across canyon, but the wind was coming from the one side of the canyon, but then the way the terrain was and the topography, it kind of, so it would lift your bullet up.
Yeah, I remember
Actually, it
y'all
would lift your bullet up. It lifted everybody's bullet up.
on stage or the lake stage, right?
No, it was actually
The pond lake stage.
or
Or was it a puddle stage?
puddle. No, this was different. This was on the other side of the ravine. I'm not talking about VOD.
I know.
No,
we're
but
talking about
there was those ones, and that wind sucked just as much.
No 45 auto, no flames on my Voodoo. If something had a flame job, it'd be on Matt's rifle. As fast as he shoots.
Fast as he shoots.
But no, since everything was scratched on it, we figured we would paint everything on it. So it'll be unique.
There's gonna be 14 different colors. A little.
Mirage wasn't that bad today. I mean, you could see it, but it wasn't. I've seen a lot worse.
No.
What the hell, Matt's in black and white?
Yeah, it's just old laptop.
Oh, you're in like a filter or something?
No, it's
No, it's
just
just an old laptop with a
Oh,
camera.
old laptop.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that right.
Yeah.
Let's see. First
I
time.
don't got all the high quality stuff like Ricky does.
Rickadow. What else?
So I just got a text from someone. I'm going to leave them unnamed, but they said if I found someone that can rebarrel a Bergara, they would be interested. So I don't know. Like I said, it's a good rifle. I mean, no problems with that. I just
Skittles
think it's
too.
the wrong barrel in it.
Great goat herder. He'll never go for a skills rifle.
Oh heck no.
He would take how great it shoots, but
Yeah, absolutely. Take
He
how
could-
great it shoots,
but he
not,
couldn't pull the
I
color off.
I wouldn't even try to pull that off.
That's right. What gateway? Hold on, let me crank my. Get some power
Sounds
back in
like
my
a mouse.
computer.
Yeah.
Wake up, squirrel!
I don't know why it's so shitty looking, honestly. I don't know.
It's all good, buddy. It works. I was hoping Chris would jump on here. Let's see if you
Oh,
ever.
here, I showed up.
Today.
Huh?
We had 3 on camera, right?
Oh, you had mag issues? But you
Yeah.
can't. You shoot an
Oh,
MPA.
yeah, you did.
What? He drinks the MPA Kool-Aid. He's like, he thinks nothing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're about to get in trouble.
It won't get you, trust me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a true professional.
Great.
Let's see
You know,
if
it's, it's amazing. That's okay,
he didn't answer.
but the airsoft guns are not.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Let's see what you got over there,
It's got
folks.
goodies.
Got goodies.
No,
Got
these-
Santa Claus.
Describe some of the
These are
stages.
Santa Claus things for this is
Just
Oh.
that's Jurassic 4, and then we got the inserts.
to give you guys a heads up. So I'll be doing another match video footage kind of deal.
Oh, no.
There's one. That's what I'm
And,
saying. It's a double.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, we couldn't hear you, dude.
I'll give you an example of one, and then we'll move on with this. All right, so stage 8, real tire, 12 shots, bowling pins at 333, 292, 253, 212, 167, and 124. Shooter will start mag and bolt back and rifle at port arms on marked position. Targets engaged far to near with 2 rounds each. On command, shooter will fire rounds from each of 6 different positions.
Yeah.
So there was a lot more of moving around, a lot more targets. Small targets were smaller, and it was a lot of fun. What was your worst stage, Matt? Do you remember? What'd you get? What up, Big Country? Hey, Big Country's out here.
Probably the one I goose egged, which was the KYL at 218 and the ISIS hostage target. My dope was way off on that. My dope was way off on the spinner stage. Yeah, those 2 stages were my worst, I thought.
Matt has the old 386 with the red power pedal. Today's the first time I see Matt frustrated. Did you get frustrated today, Matt?
Yeah, I was frustrated after those 2 stages because I didn't know what was going on. I
The
couldn't.
swinger stage, you were pretty frustrated.
Yeah. I should have crushed that one. So.
All right, so those of you, the swinger stage that we're talking about is a swinger that's in front of the actual target. So this is a swinger. Here's the target, and you got to engage this thing so it'll open up so you can actually hit this target. You were given 12 rounds, or you had 12 rounds to start with. I don't remember the distance right offhand, but
97.
Yeah,
102.
115 or something like that. Is it the spinner saucer? But it was
no. It was 102.
102. But it was had to
stage 2. It was actually 102.
Oh, the reveal. Okay, so it was a tough target, and if you actually, there was a few people that because it's hard to tell which way it's going. Kind of, if you shoot it when it's, you take all the inertia out of it, and then you got to start over because it's basically just sitting there again. So it kind of sucks.
DW, we have tasers, the X26s. We don't want to go there. Yeah, that's why we're using this little cheap Chinese made stun
This
gun.
is a spider killer anyway. That's all this is.
Yeah.
See how it feels? Now you got the feeling, right? That's the feeling I always felt.
Mr. Hedges needs
I think you were going to shock me. It was the fact that this thing was in the room. We got all the weaponry over there. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
But you got this thing right here.
Hey, have you got dick yet?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, you will by the end of the night.
Shots for everyone! No, Matt. You want to clarify that?
You know what I meant.
No, we don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead and elaborate.
And listen.
I can't even talk. Breathe or freaking think right now.
I said it on purpose that way.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Mr. Hedges.
So I don't know if you.
Wait a minute.
So I know So every time I saw Dick today, I was like, because I was driving the Ranger and I had my wife and I had Ella with me, and I was like, "What's up, Dick?" And so it was so natural because when I see you or I see Matt, it's like, "What's up, Dick?"
Yep.
Why
I
said that?
I was like, "Nope, I don't."
I said it a couple times to him today, and people were looking at me like, "Really? You just call that guy a dick for no reason?"
No, the best is in the grocery store. My kids run up and my daughter thought she was lost. She got just separated and there was a cart between us.
Dick.
And what's your daddy's name? Dick. The lady's face was priceless.
She said, "I'm looking for Dad."
Would Mr. Dick please come to the front? Mr. Dick.
Dick and Hedges. Oh man, we just ruined this chat.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had so much fun.
That was a good time though. Frankfurt, what is going on? If you just showed up to this silly madness, well, welcome to the show. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, why not? Why not just give it a college try? Hit that button.
Can't wait for the match with Big Country in 2 weeks.
Riderman, yeah. I know,
It'll
that
be
was
so
pretty
much
cool.
better. It'll be so much better than that.
John said he wanted to call you Richard because you're bigger than he is.
Don't be a bitch. Oh man. So takeaways from the match.
So many.
Maniacs is winning more trophies than all of us combined.
Hey, so did you hear what I told Kreiderman?
No.
So we're sitting there, right, and pretty much everybody's going. I go, Kreiderman, you beat Ella. You beat Ella. And then I go, guess what? She's walking away with 2 trophies.
Yeah, he got her by 1 point, and he goes, well, in all fairness, I think I got a late hit call. He goes, so we're really tied.
I know, he feels bad if
Yeah.
he tries to win.
Yeah, there were, I think I counted up, I think there were 3 or 4 ladies that were shooting there, so she still got that, but she's
Yeah.
having fun with it.
Oh,
today she got to the point where she was actually just enjoying it. She ran all of her dope today. I didn't help her with any of that.
Yeah.
She set up her data cards, and she was like, let's just have fun.
And then it was so much fun. There was one stage that she was not doing well on. And you're like,
She just having fun.
She figured out her own dance. Dad's not helping because it doesn't really matter. It was a, you know what, I was frustrated but having a dang good time for sure. It was an enjoyable time and a horrible time. We took a break at the 5th. That was right around lunchtime. I think it was about it was our 5th stage in, and I'm like, I could seriously just get in the car right now and go home.
Yeah, so I got a text. I won't show you who this text is from, but they were at the match as well, and they said it was super hard and a bit of overkill, if you ask me. But it was still a good time.
It was a good time. That was tough.
Yeah.
So things walking away from that match was you can't get frustrated when you know it's just super tough.
Yeah, that's it.
Everybody's shooting the same course of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth.
It's kind of like watching Tiger Woods shoot 81 at St. Andrews a few years back. You know, like
Yeah.
there's just no way.
It's kind of like the very first time we shot that Hornady PRC out in Utah.
Oh God, that's exactly how it felt like. I'm just like, I can't hit nothing.
My mags don't work.
I couldn't
hit it.
I
You know
couldn't
what?
hit
Let's just sling lead. That's it.
Our heads are falling off.
Yeah, John, she did have fun. She had a great time. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Some fun.
But definitely thank Chris and the guys that get all the match set up. It's got to be a ton of work. I mean, I've seen Ray do it. I've helped him out on a few, and it is a lot of work. But the people that, if they're sitting at home doing nothing on a Saturday and they decide to do something for everybody, you know, there's a ton of work involved. So
Well, yeah, what about George volunteering his time as an RO?
George,
He's done it
yeah.
every match.
he has.
And, you know, he's got nice stuff to shoot, but he's like, I just, you know, want to help
I tried.
promote the sports.
I tried to find him after the match. I was going to give him a hat.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. So
Great RO.
was.
Yeah.
He actually started that off because I don't know if he's watching Ray's channel or what, but he showed up and
Yeah.
just wanted to see how it worked. And then Chris talked him into RO in the next match.
Actually,
And then-
George and I were talking because George is the one that actually owns the Lago Alien
Yeah,
that I
I
reviewed.
remember that.
And so he got interested in becoming a member of the club and then met up with Chris and everybody and volunteered to RO. Yeah, John, that's who we're
Yeah.
talking about, George.
Yeah,
Super great
George
guy.
is a cool guy.
So, yeah, what were your biggest takeaways now that it's hard to judge it because the targets were so small and the conditions were so difficult today.
I mean, I've still
Basic
shot a
shutters.
bunch of center fire. So,
Correct.
you know, a lot of the gamesmanship, you have to take that out because you couldn't game a lot of these stages, right? So what I mean by that is, all right, I know the MOA of the target.
Yeah.
And I know my wind call. So I know even if I hold left edge or right edge, even if the wind dies, I'll still hit the target. If it gusts, I'll still hit the target. There was none of that today.
No,
you either had it
exactly.
exact right,
You
or
just always
you were not.
missed. We always missed.
When you have
Exactly.
to hit a nickel at 300 yards.
So, but that being said, we were watching the video earlier. There's just a lot of positional things. There was a lot of critiques I had, so I have to work on a lot of stuff. The biggest thing was something I used to work on center fire that sucked at was as soon as I pull the trigger, there's no need in me watching for impact.
Yeah, move.
Because it's already gone.
Yeah.
And especially with today, you're moving position, so it's not like you're shooting from that same built position. So as soon as it breaks, cycle the bolt, start building your next position, engage again.
Good point. However, on your very first shot, sometimes I will take that extra second to
Yes.
spot it because if I miss, it can give me a better wind call. If I can see where it
If you
went.
find it.
If you found it.
Yeah.
Well, we had a lot of that. And I know Matt and I were talking. We had no idea where it was going sometimes. Like on that hostage target, it was like one time you're like, okay, I just missed right edge. So this one I'm going to hold left edge. Or I'm going to hold a little bit off left. Nope. Now I missed left.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
now I'm going back to the right.
Back and forth.
And it's like, you know.
And
at
then
the
y'all,
end
did
of
I
the
break
day-
the shotgun? Was it? And then it's like, was it me? Was it the bullet?
That's where I thought the wind was getting switchy, where you thought it was right, but then it's left, and then now it's back right again. It's like chasing it.
And you get done, and everyone's like, oh, your elevation was dead on. You were just missing left and right. It's like, yeah.
The trigger tech can fit without modification. Looks like there's not enough clearance.
Travis, I don't know. I can't answer that question. The 1.5 Gen AICS, I don't know.
But-
Unfortunately, I can't. Sorry.
All right, Buddy says, anybody. We got a few people answering already. Tika T1X, Bagara, or the CZ457. Got two people so far that say Bagara. Tyler Worth, the question for the 1 MOA, I couldn't even give you the answer. Some of them damn things are so small that I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if
Like
it's,
the bowling pin at 400, I calculated because you know what that size is, and that was 1.5 MOA, right? Or that was at 300, right? 3
That was
MOA.
at 300. However, that was the height that you were calculating, right? Height.
No, I was calculating width. So
I don't think that was 1.5.
that was bigger than a normal bowling pin.
it was.
That's 300. I think so. I bet you that thing was probably that fat.
Yeah, usually
about
they're
that tall.
4.5
Size of
inches
regular bowling
wide.
pin.
Yeah, 4.5 inches wide, right?
Taller bowling pin. What up? Good.
So 3 inches.
Hey, Matt.
3 inches would be
Hey.
1 MOA,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
4.5 inches would take you almost 3.5,
Okay.
or so. Or
Yeah,
one
but
and a half.
the wind was anywhere from 1.5 to 2. So
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It didn't matter.
The wind was a 2 MOA to 2.5 MOA wind, so or 2 mil wind. So you didn't even have that margin of error.
Yeah.
When you're holding wind at 2 mils and the target's 1.5 MOA, which is really what 6 mils.
Travis Albrecht.
No, it's not.
Buddy, that Tika T1X Bergar CZ457, it depends on what you're going to do with it. Are you going to try to stay in production? Do you want it for open? That would be my first question. And I'm not saying the Bergar is bad. I'm just saying I would definitely go with the steel barrel. I think it would shoot a lot better with the steel barrel. That's also based on the Bergar that I got in the BXR, which has the carbon barrel as well. It does not shoot that well.
I do have to say though, I still love the look.
Of that MTR?
Josh's
Yeah.
CZ, man, that thing is just.
What about that other guy on our
It's really
squad
nice.
today that had that?
Oh, that was
That
nice.
was beautiful.
What was that?
Yeah.
That was a kid. I know it had a kid trigger in it.
Yeah, I saw the trigger.
Yeah, it was nice.
Takashi. I think of the difficulty of the wind.
Don't worry about Tika's. You're not
Miles
going to
per
get an
hour
aftermarket
wide
trigger
as-
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Tika.
Oh,
Tika T1X.
There might be somebody that does one.
God, you'd think.
I like to think of
Not
difficulty
they're
of the wind
missing.
call.
Did you place first in the match?
No, 10th. 10th, Todd. Worst finish.
It was
Ever.
It was tough. I think what did I pull off?
But I did have a great time. Matt got 7th. Rick got 14th.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, well, that was the unofficial that he had. I haven't checked it on practice score to see actually.
That's going to be on practice score.
Yeah, I should have it though. 'Cause I was looking at it before I got here.
Here's what this tire looked like.
Yeah, I was 10th. Matt got 7th. Rick got 14th.
I got dead last.
No, you didn't. Not dead last.
So that's
Close, but not dead. No, I'm just kidding.
It was a tie.
I gotta get rid of that stupid ring. But that was the tire. That was this tire swing thing. Major pain in the butt.
Not bad.
It was
No,
fun.
especially at this match for the first time.
How many
It was
shoes?
difficult.
I thought there was more than this. I guess this is what they ended up with. 41.
41 shooters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good learning experience.
14th. That's right. What doesn't kill us makes us wish we were. Just kidding.
Only if you learn from it.
Only if you learn from it. That's right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna take a shower.
That was probably
All right, Shaggy. Have a good
All right,
night.
Shaggy.
the tire and the swinger were probably my two best stages.
You actually did well on that.
I think I got 5 on each.
Yeah.
The rest was a hot mess.
Commonwealth Minuteman out there. What's going on? Howdy. Any suggestions on where to get Center X ammo? Frank, when you
Selling
figure
your
it out, when you figure that out, my friend, let us all know. Well, let me know first. Factory trigger in the Tika T3X is pretty good. Actually, I like,
We did learn something today.
I learned also.
That-
Oh, we learned
S-
a lot today.
The SK Plus does shoot very similar to the Center X.
Yeah, so Dick had a 10-round mags, right? He had 2 10-round mags. There was a few stages, actually. There was a 12-round stage. He actually borrowed Kreiderman's extra mag because he was having issues with one. Here's another thing. Bring a damn pin if you don't bring a pin. When you have 2 mags and one really sucks, but you can't tell the difference between the two and you keep grabbing the crappy one.
Yeah.
Don't put an X on your bad one.
If your name's X-Ring.
Mark it somehow because you will find that mag.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll be the
Especially if
mag
your name is X-ring.
So he had actually used Kreiderman's mag, and it was a pretty, small target like we've been talking about tonight. And actually, it was a swinger one, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, and he made good impacts with that Center X. So that was pretty cool. Silver Sharpie on them mags.
It's a good idea, 45.
No, actually, we found something better.
I found paint.
Painter's pins. I bought those. I bought a 5-pack of those, and it's I think it's oil based, but it's great. It's like you use them on weapons in a weapons room. You can get it off, but man, that stuff works great. You get neon colors and all that. And it works well.
That's a good idea.
Commonwealth
It's like a
Minuteman.
stained
Yeah, we
outline.
talked about that a couple nights
Yeah,
ago.
It does.
He was definitely lucky and glad to hear he's doing fine now. Yeah, silver Sharpies work okay, but yeah, the paints work really good. Actually, that's what saved you from losing a mag today.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Definitely was.
And I'd say mark it on a couple sides of the mag because it was weird. He handed me the mag perfect. And when I received this mag and I do this and I don't see anything on it. And I'm like, and then I flipped it over and then your name was on it.
There you go.
So So that
all four sides.
I did just release the video of that Bergara and how we did today, how I did today.
Really?
You already put a video together?
Yeah, it's simple.
He's got an angle looking out for an angel looking out for him. Yeah, very well said. John Jeffries, going off y'all's points of the margin of error, win calls, and small targets, do y'all think the match would have been more enjoyable and or effective at evaluating performance by using larger targets? Well, my answer would be there's a couple things that you could have done. You could have done it exactly like this. And then you could have done it where, because there was so much movement, and it's the same amount of time, 90 seconds, you could have made it where the targets were maybe a hair bigger, but you still got a ton of stuff to do. So you could have done that. But like someone had commented earlier, there's a lot of times when a lot of people will clean a stage, and then it ends up becoming a tiebreaker thing. So
there was a tie for a second, I think.
Yeah,
right?
Second. Yeah.
Second or fourth. Or third place. Yeah.
It was for
Yeah,
third. It was for
Yeah.
third.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Because you can do a thing where nobody's missing, and we actually been to a couple of those where the guy only dropped 1 point that got first place.
Yeah, it comes down to less mental errors at that point. I thought it was good. I thought it was challenging. A lot of movement. That 90 seconds. Heck, I mean, it flew by faster than any other match I've ever shot. Normally, I'm done with 15, 20 seconds left. I used every bit of 90 seconds to try to finish out.
Yeah, every stage it seemed like.
Yeah, you had to be moving.
The training background in me would say I'd want to introduce the amount of movement first and maybe increase the time. And then with larger targets, and then slowly take those things away, right? Like keep the same amount of movement,
But
shrink the time, shrink the targets.
The tough part is for Chris. He did this match with already. So
Yeah.
this is his series. So
Oh, yeah.
he already did the normal stuff, and then he wanted to make a really tough one, and then kind of figure out between that of what we shot today and what he normally does, which is an amazing course of fire.
I wasn't meaning it as in a match. I was meaning like now it's how it affected me training going forward.
Oh, gotcha. What up, Mike? 21. Ordered a 4 to 16.
Ooh. I don't see that.
The 45 auto, yeah, those slap rounds. Yeah, I tell you what, that's still lucky. We talked about this the other night. Kentucky, he got really lucky.
Yeah. Oh.
Crazy. I don't know what they are. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what a slap round is?
I've heard about them. I don't technically know the details of them. No.
Got it. The Bergara did okay, Mike. Ray will probably jump back in here in a minute and kind of give you the details on it. Finished in 10th with the Bergara with the conditions you described. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I give kudos to him for shooting the Bergara especially in this match.
Yeah, it was not bad. But remember, guys, the Bergara, there was someone won third place with the Bergara, I believe, is what
That's what Josh said.
Josh had said. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they had more time behind it, you know.
Yeah.
Or it might have been a steel barrel. I don't know. More than likely. Like I said, I don't want to discount the Bergara. I thought all those guys were shooting voodoo is what I thought. Let's see what kind of med kit you guys carry in your range kit. You know, it's funny. We did a video on that actually. Anytime we went to the range, something that we have not been carrying at these PRS matches with us in our bags.
Mine's always in there.
You had it? Yeah, we didn't.
I keep a standard stop the bleed kit in my bag, and then in the truck, I threw it in the back of Rick's truck. I have a level 3 trauma kit. So
Well, I'm
Yeah,
glad
but
Richard was
that's
on
what I
our
was saying,
squad.
is I don't want to discount it. Even with that carbon fiber barrel, I mean, I still came in 10th. And at that match, that was still well. I mean, it did well, but I would have done better with the Voodoo. I know that for a fact. I mean, Matt can tell you. I mean, there was one stage where the first 2 targets were wham, 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 wham. And then it's from then on out, I burned 8 rounds on a target at 73 yards, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I shot at it and it was left and it was right and it was left and it was high and it was low. And I was dead solid on that.
Yeah, I was watching it. You were rock solid, crushed the first 2, got to that 3rd one, and it was just dancing all around it. It didn't make sense to me.
You know how we always run the KYL rack at 86 yards at the house?
Mm-hmm.
With the Bergara, I could not run it clean. I told you that yesterday. I tried it. It just wouldn't do it. I could make it down to like the next to the last target, and then it was less than a 50-50 shot of hitting it. It was actually worse than that. So I knew it was going to be a little bit of a disadvantage, but I wanted to try it. At this point, there are no more matches other than his finale. And
no, there's one more.
Which one?
He's going to have one more in June, and then I think it's the finale.
I think the finale is June 19th. Yeah,
but
because I can make his match, but I can't make John Cole's at Liberty because I'm going out to shoot that Burris Extreme with Burris.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm going out to Wyoming for that one. It's time for me to move on to center fire again. This has been fun. It's been a really exciting thing. We're trying to make the finale, and I'll still do them when they're convenient. But it's a great way to train, but I don't think I'm just going to keep doing it over and over and over again.
Yeah, especially when you got some center fire goodies sitting there waiting.
Well, you do. We were just both talking about that, you know. We got brand new builds, and
I haven't even cracked a couple rounds through the 6th breed.
Yeah, and and if you guys, I mentioned it on the last chat, they have the night match coming up on the 8th, and I'm really looking forward to that. I know that Fletcher or Six Rudders is actually going to be shooting that match as well, and it's his first 2-gun match ever, and it's a night match. He's going to be shooting the white light division. So if anybody's near Griffin Group or outside of Fayetteville, that'd be a fun one to go to. I'm signed up for that one. I'll definitely be there. I'm just ready to move on, do something a little different for a little while. They're really hard. I've looked at the PRS Rimfire series. There's nothing close to us anytime soon, other than frontline defense, and I'm not driving 5 hours.
That was actually a good match.
Yeah, I know, but you start at what, 7 and you're gone by 1 o'clock.
Yeah, you only run like
I'm not driving 5 hours for that. So
8 stages. We were already in the area though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that one.
Yeah.
Who are those builds by?
Desert Precision Gunworks.
Oh, there you
go. Precision. And then I've got the Action International, the ATX coming as well. That should be coming up, I think, in June.
Sure, I'd grab mine, but goodness forbid if you touch it.
What did he say?
What's that?
I don't know what the heck.
No, I would grab my barreled action and show Richard, but goodness forbid if you touch one.
Oh yeah, on live. If you can't, they'll kill it.
Yeah, been there, done that a few times. Heck, we got shut down twice in 1 week.
Yeah,
that's got to be a YouTube record of some sort.
Yeah, C. Beck says he doesn't have another rimfire match until the end of June now. So I think it's a great filler and a great way to train on your positional stuff in the winter months, because that's when it seems like it's just hot and heavy.
Center fire time.
And then it dies out. So, but I would shoot them if they were close, for sure.
I want to try Pig River. I still want to shoot Pig River.
Yeah, that'd be a cool one.
That'd be fun. So I guess I got to start looking for some center fire stuff. Actually, my butt needs to get some reloading done. Is what I need to do. When's your action coming?
Which one?
From Desert Precision Gunworks.
I'll have it Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah, I'll have it Thursday.
What about the AI?
The AI will be here in June.
Okay.
And Six Rudders said, Rick, didn't you get a Team Wendy helmet at the last night match?
I did.
He did.
I did get that.
Rick's just talking.
Hold on. I don't think I'm going to shoot that match. It's 400 rounds of pure fun.
I want to mount.
I need to find an ammo sponsor. Anybody want to sponsor me out there?
Hold on a second. I got one for y'all to see. I call this Chicken Foot. That is the Hawk Auto.
When did you pick up the turkey leg?
I found it on the ground.
I want to mount 2 Microtech Combats to a front handguard.
They are roll like that.
Yeah, buddy.
Deploying those would be kind of tough, though.
You can put one on the
You'd be like
bottom.
this.
Actually, you'd have to be like that.
What was that again? You trying to talk like me again?
What's up, conservative snap runner? I did 6 runners. It's cool to see you're going to be out there. Hopefully, you have fun.
Yeah, he's on my squad. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Is he running MBGs?
He's running white light.
Okay.
Yeah.
You not shooting it, Rick?
No, I have to.
You don't have to do anything.
Hold on. What? I do have something to do that week. I have to move out.
You have to cut grass.
No, I have to move out. I have to move out of our.
Speaking of cutting grass, that's what I got to do tomorrow. So I might hop off here in a minute.
All right, the house sold, so I got to get all my junk out of it. So I got that to look forward to. Let's see. Well, let's Gary S, Don K, and Gavin D.
Dan K.
Dan K. What did I say, Don?
Yeah.
Don
K. You guys are doing well out there. Your buddy's on here. And I don't know if you'll ever talk on here, but we know you're out there watching.
Oh, ghosting.
Ghosting, that's it. That's right, they're ghosts. They're not even really here.
45 Auto said, when I said Ella was turning yellow on that road trip, her facial expression was priceless. She does not like curves.
That's why I got to ride in the front.
Yeah, Matt gets a little motion sickness as well. He doesn't do well in the back seat.
Nope. Well, I'm gonna hop off here, guys. I gotta get some rest. I got some work to do tomorrow.
You better cut that grass.
You better
boy.
get that grass cut.
It's all
Cut the grass and go work at the restaurant.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good night. Great meeting you.
Yeah, you too, man. It was great shooting with you, meeting you. Hopefully, we can come down to the Florida weather and do some shooting down there.
Yeah, hopefully. And I was talking to him. Maybe I'll be back up here.
Yeah, we went and saw a couple of waterfalls today.
I was about to tell you earlier when I was speaking to you guys, you should run them out there and show them some of the local scenery real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to see a few, or a couple, I should say.
Well, good deal.
So
Well, I hope-
the quick, normal ones. So.
Well, drive safe tomorrow, man. And
he's been to Sliding Rock when he was like 12, 13 years old.
oh, nice.
Yeah, so we went back out there. And
We did that in December.
Oh, no way.
Night, Kreiderman.
Yeah, we went down Sliding Rock.
Oh,
absolutely.
No way.
Yeah, you only live once.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Keep that stun gun over there. We already did that once.
Yeah, we did that already.
Get him, Rick.
We
Get
did
him.
shot well.
You did well.
I appreciate it. It was good seeing you guys. What?
Joaquin's rifle's on the way.
Nice.
I mailed it out Friday, so should be
All right,
arriving.
we'll see y'all later.
Tejas
We'll see.
pretty soon.
Didn't Joaquin send something? Because we have not gotten it.
I have no idea. I don't know anything about anything.
Somebody was asking on here.
I had sent him something. That was a rifle, but I don't know. That I don't know. Have a good night, Thomas. How long have we been yapping for, does it say?
A little while. It's up at the top,
Oh, there it
right
is.
there. Hour 15.
We're getting close. Getting mighty close.
See you,
Ryan
Thomas
Fisher's
Rolla.
out there.
Good night.
Bill Sweeney. What do you think of that match, Bill Sweeney? Oh, and Bill pulled off a win tonight again. Him and Kreiderman battling and back and forth.
Yeah.
There was a couple spots, yeah.
Nice.
I like seeing. I almost want to see what that is over anything.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, who won this match? Who won this match? Still trying to find a 20-inch 223 wild.
DMR barrel.
Finding AR stuff's tough right now. I think. It's strange, isn't it? Did you mount it yet?
Good to see you as well. Good to hear from you as well, Otter.
It's different, right?
It shows that it arrived at the post office in
Huh.
Yeah, what I mean, we already went by there and checked it. Maybe you can email tracking or something. We don't go out there often, but we do go out there and check it, and it was just checked.
Yeah, I went out there Friday actually, same day.
Yeah.
Bill Sweeney had some really good stages.
Yeah, he did. He's come a long ways, no doubt.
Yeah.
He's working at Kestrel like a pro.
Yeah.
I got a little class this morning. It was good.
Nice.
Last night too.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I don't know how much of it works, but we'll see.
Oh, he didn't believe his Kestrel. This is kind of a good little 10-minute talk. So you just got that Kestrel, and he's been using Stray Lock. I call it Stray Lock. What do you guys call it? Stray Lock?
Stray Lock, whatever. Doesn't matter. Stray Lock.
And I said, okay, well, do you believe Stray Lock? He's like, yeah, I know that it wasn't it 300 yards?
300.
300 yards, it's this. So basically, we went in, changed the DSF on his Kestrel to whatever it was. I don't remember what it was. And then it seemed like the numbers started matching up. So not being able to confirm everything sucked, but you used your Kestrel today, right?
I did. And all my elevations, people were saying elevation was good. It was just windage. So
Yeah. So that's pretty
we'll
cool.
see how it goes.
It was a challenge. Had fun and learned more. Yeah, Bill.
Thanks, Joaquin. That'll help.
Let's see. I hope you get a test. Need an SK high velocity match in a few different LR rifles. Did you hear that comment?
Yeah. I was reading.
Anyone in the market for a 29-inch long? I can't even say that word. Oh, it's a damn fish. Bottom
About to
feeder
bust
cat.
this tank. No, I don't do fish tanks.
Turn that thing into sushi one night, Drew. Call it
Catfish sushi, is that even possible?
Hey, anything's possible.
Fish fry, maybe.
There you go. It is free. The fish that is. You can probably sell it at a.
Otter, this is Dick.
That's right. Dick Hedges, you see him out in the comments every once in a while. He drove 12 hours.
And we still owe him great gratitude when we shot nationals down in Florida.
Yep.
We on a Friday night, you're down there eating with your daughter, and we called you.
Yeah.
And the wait was like forever.
He
was like, "Come on in."
Some steakhouse
Yeah.
place. What was the steakhouse place called? Do you remember?
Cattleman's.
Cattleman's, yeah. And it was like lying out the door.
And we just walked right
Like
in.
2 hour wait.
Good food.
And we seriously got lucky. And
Elmo.
we got Elmo. I still have this damn thing. Ray tried burning his eyeballs off the other night.
No, I gave him my eyebrow.
Yeah, he
with
got
a taser.
I saw that.
When we were shooting multi-gun nationals, we had how long ago was that now? A year ago? When we did the Elmo thing?
I think so.
It was a long time ago. Well, anyways, this ended up in our 3-gun carts. And that was from this guy.
There you go.
That was your kid, one of your kids, right?
Yeah, we had like 3 or 4.
Yeah, so that ended up in the cart, and it's been hanging out at the global headquarters ever since. So,
no, I meant to talk to Ella today and let her know. Like, my daughter is a huge fan.
Oh, really?
Of Ella's, and she's been watching all her stuff, and that's what gave her the courage to be like, "Dad, I want to shoot."
Nice.
So now we're trying to build her a rifle and get her involved. So
nice.
No, that'll be good. It's a good thing. I love seeing the juniors out there. And, because they got to start somewhere. We got to pass this information on to those, to that generation. I mean,
well, and Willard has a kid. That Willard's boy was there. But maybe he'll want to shoot next match.
Yeah.
He likes bench rest shooting, he had said.
A tip, though, and I think everyone would agree, something we noticed today, and it caught on at the end, but like you have a new junior shooter. Don't be such a stickler on the rules and the time and order of fire. I mean, that 8-year-old kid, right?
Correct.
Like, let's keep it fun for him. You know, he's not really in the competition, probably not in the running for a trophy.
Yeah.
Let's create a new shooter that's going to come back to the sport.
Correct. But at some point, if let's say that 8-year-old that came out there today, let's say he becomes 14 and he's doing well, we're going to run into this. That person will run into the same thing that we ran into with Ella. You know, when she started shooting, some people argued the fact, and you know, when Chris did his match, he was okay with the new junior shooter with assisting them. You couldn't pull the trigger, but people complained.
Yeah.
And so now it's hands off, verbal coaching only, which is allowed in NRL 22 as well as PRS rimfire, and that's it. And we don't assist her anymore.
There's a difference. So
I don't even hand her anything.
In my mind, like when the kid's shooting the first 2 stages, then like, you know, he gets maybe 1, right?
Yeah.
So you already know he's down like 20 points. Where he's not gonna take something away from a junior shooter that's actually all by themselves kind of thing. Then yeah, I think it's totally cool. Like, hey, just let them hit some damn targets.
Correct.
Exactly. If they're struggling, it's their first, second match. Let's not drive them away from the sport. Like, it was obvious. When we got to the 5th stage, it's like, okay.
Appreciate it, buddy D.
Let's put them up on the biggest target. I think that helps.
Don't yell time, but don't count the hits after the time. Yeah, because the time, especially today, is the kid's first match.
Yeah,
I was just glad to see him out there. It was cool to watch. But
yeah,
and you know what,
I completely agree.
And the RO George was doing a good job of not even setting the timer, because I mean,
just let him shoot.
He'd be shooting for like a couple minutes, and I'm like, why is that here? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And I thought that was pretty awesome.
No, it was good. I thought it was handled well.
Yeah. I love to see the new junior shooters. I mean, we have to pass on the information.
Mm-hmm. I want to see. I don't know if he's still out there, but Pursuit of Accuracy, his daughter shoots, and I don't know if she's been shooting or not, but
she shot at the Liberty Precision match.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, you know what? It was probably tough because he had spent the night. They had worked on the match, helping out and stuff, testing some center fire rifles. So maybe that wouldn't have been a great match, but some of the closer matches would be good to see his daughter out there again.
Yeah, 80 Baja, that's some good information. White Oak makes some great barrels for ARs. They really do.
There was just a bunch of Novisky and Geisley barrels that hit the market a week or 2 ago. I don't know if there's any left.
Oh. Have the Novisky barrels gotten better? Because they used to be great. Then when John Novisky passed on, it seemed like they were hit or miss. I've got a few of the Novisky barrels, and the Afghans and some of the other ones. Matter of fact, that's from shooting in the night match.
True.
Yeah, that makes some good stuff. And is Geisley doing their own barrels, or somebody doing them for them?
They're outsourced, but it's pretty well controlled from what I hear.
Gotcha.
Or most everything
That's
outsourced.
True.
Yeah. There's not much done in.
It's like bulk carrier groups. It just depends on what stamp it gets put on and coating.
Okay, got your text, Joaquin. Thank you.
If I'm not mistaken, there's only like 5 or 6 places that's actually produced.
That does the barrel. Yeah, it's a lot.
DW says, okay, didn't know. So I'm going to order the whole mount. It's made with a 20 MOA. I did not know what he's talking about. I'm looking for the
Roscoe makes some good barrels as well.
Yes.
classic furniture for
I have
air.
quite a few of their barrels.
15. Any good brands I should look for? Classic AR-15 furniture. Anybody?
The stretch stainless barrels are good too.
Yeah.
Guys are just doing their own barrels now.
Can't answer
Shoot
that,
also.
Commonwealth.
You guys thinking about shooting the gap grind?
Well, the thing about it is, Joe M., if you don't get in on that thing within like 5 minutes, I think it sells out quickly. So we'll just have to
That's
see if we
that
can get in on
popular,
it.
huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, I've heard of it a bunch, but
That is a great match.
what's the match you're doing? Team, what the hell is that one?
The Burris Extreme.
Yeah, when's that?
So I shot that before, guys. It is physically, it's a lot more challenging. That is going to be June 24th, 5th, and 6th, I think. And that's going to be in Douglas, Wyoming. Shot that before and learned a ton from that match. But me being with Burris now, I got an invite to shoot that with another team member. So we're gonna go out and we're actually gonna pull a camper. We're gonna make it a whole family thing.
That's cool.
And go for like 2 weeks and just goof off and
Cool.
shoot the match.
That means I don't have to work for 2 weeks.
What do you mean?
I don't gotta work. The boss is gone.
Yeah, I'm not your boss. You still got y'all still got to work.
See, he's the boss.
No, I'm not the boss. I'm just saying.
Road trips? Yeah, he said this. I might be in Wyoming. What are you talking about?
No, I'm gonna be in Wyoming.
Sam's got a lot of work. Sam's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Sam, I know you're watching this right now, so you might want to start early.
He's a lurker.
He is a lurker.
Is it guys that has their own in-house hammer forge? Awesome, good to know.
I don't know. I need to shoot a center fire match because I think I forgot how to.
Yeah, amen, conservative sniper hunter.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And I think he is from Australia, right? NCSH from Australia?
He's from. I
Or
want
New
to say
Zealand.
no.
I don't remember.
I can't
And
remember.
it's a beautiful thing that
Australia.
we have, and it's just they're trying to take it away every day. And we gotta keep socialist.
Yeah.
Holes. Let's see. I'll have to check that. Got a stainless. Southeast region just add a rimfire match in South Georgia, May 16th. 3.5 hours away from the house, like every match. Wonder how far that is from us.
Probably a good haul.
South Georgia.
Well, it depends. I mean, Georgia's
Yeah.
pretty tall. If you go down there towards Brunswick and all that, that's a haul.
Yeah.
If it's Brunswick or is it over by Benning?
How far is
Yeah.
it, Seebeck, from Atlanta, Georgia?
Benning wouldn't be too bad.
Because we're 3 hours away from Atlanta, right? That sounds right. 3, 4?
Yeah.
3? Yeah. I don't know if you'll be able to know Seaback, but maybe you will. Because I don't know.
Benning's like 8 hours from me.
Near Augusta.
Augusta, so East Coast.
Yeah, I still think that's about almost 5 hours, though.
Be fun to shoot with Seaback.
Yeah, it would be.
It's next weekend.
Oh, that's next weekend?
No, May the 15th.
Oh, I was going to say that can't be
16th.
16. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Augusta, Georgia. We can make it in 3 hours flat. Oh, look.
Oh, there you go.
There.
What does it say? Swainsboro.
Samsonite.
That might be one worth going to.
Samsonite. That's 2 hours from me, Bill says. There you go. We're going to crash at Bill's house.
Yeah, we might be able to do that one.
Definitely
3 hours
straight
is
away from the center fire, and it's a shame. But regardless, you guys are the best. I appreciate it. We have kind of. It's been about ammo. It's been about matches around the area. It's just what we've been able to find.
No, Robert, it didn't put a bad taste in my mouth as far as the Bagara goes. I just think I need a different barrel for it. Like I said, I'm really impressed with the action. Looking at the bolt and everything, it is similar, other than the front end, to the Voodoo. Feeds better than my Voodoo, especially on that chassis. But no, it didn't leave a bad taste in my mouth. Like I said, if I was really worried about it, I would have just shot Ella's, or one of Rick's or something. I mean,
What up, Snake Man?
Yeah, I just want to try it. I'm gonna do it.
What did you think of that action? Smooth butter.
I love the action.
Great.
He said, Dick, I'm gonna check out this action on this Tika. So you have the same rifle, don't
Yeah.
you? And I'm all, he's like, man, this thing is smooth. I'm like, how'd you get so smooth? I said, I just kept shooting it.
Seabeck says the first rimfire match at that facility. No clue how the turnout would be.
Oh,
But it'll be a PRS sanctioned match, so
there you go.
I'm up for it.
I want to
It's
shoot
May
this
16th.
one. I want to shoot one of yours.
Yeah.
It'll be next
If we
year.
get
though.
one, yeah. Nothing this year.
Excuses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are excuses. When he's talking about us not shooting center fire.
Oops.
Hey, the year is not over. I've shot like 10 or 11 matches so far this year.
Give me some Varget.
Margaret, yeah. I looked. I don't have any.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, that's what I mean. Like, I
Oh,
would
send
die.
me
I would
some-
kill. I would kill to shoot center fire. Just getting components right now is.
No, I'm getting back into centerfire otter really soon. So, like I said, I've got some new builds coming, and I'm ready to get back into it.
It's time to get wild and woolly.
Yeah, it is.
So that and all the 22 matches are done. So it's good practice.
How many rounds you got through the Tico? Estimated.
That one?
No.
I don't know. I can find my book and tell you.
So Drew asked, has there ever been a team who shot the whole match sharing one rifle? That would be a hoot. I don't know which match you're talking about, unless maybe he's talking about the gap grind. I'm not sure. But most of the matches that we do, you have to have a carbine, and then you have to have a gas or a bolt gunner. You could be a gas gunner, but you got primary and secondary, and they don't allow you to shoot one rifle. Remember, I had a partner that had to leave early on a multi-day ruck match, and they wouldn't let me shoot two rifles.
Shoot two.
They would let me shoot two.
Man, that would suck carrying all that junk. 2 rifles.
Who's going to teach me to reload? Bill, all you got to do is come up here. I'm surprised you didn't do it the other night.
I haven't touched reloading equipment. And
Yeah, but you got it. We got it.
It's all sitting here. Yeah, come on up, Bill. We'll get you figured out.
You got enough room. We can put a Camdex or 2 up here.
There you go. You got an extra one?
Probably needs about $15,000 in tooling repairs, but
Yeah, I would have.
Oh, jeez. Bill Sweeney, anyone but John Crowderman. I don't think John reloads. Or does he?
No, he doesn't. I don't see Cartman ever being able to reload. Whew. I just don't see it as a thing he'd enjoy.
Joe Robbins says he has all the bargain you want, but he's in Canada.
oh God, I'm driving
Hey,
up there.
road
I
trip.
need an address.
You're halfway there.
I know. I already drove 12 hours.
Yeah, what's another 12 hours? Rick's your the man, Bill Sweeney. Rick's your man, Bill Sweeney. There. Let's see. Yeah, actually, there's quite a few YouTube channels out there that do a really good job of reloading, too. That's a good way to start.
I don't know. I think it's just easier to show. I mean,
Yeah, in person, yeah.
yeah, it
But
is.
for those that don't have the ability.
I know, but we always see Bill.
No, what I'm talking about other people.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We just don't do videos on it.
You can't. YouTube doesn't let you do that anymore. You can't shock people. You can't freaking show metal
Oh, you
chassis.
can shock people.
You can't. What other? Why did we get turned off live chat? What was the second one?
I don't know. They killed mine. I never even touched the gun when I did the giveaway.
Oh, that's
On the
right.
knife.
That's another one. That was 3 strikes. 3 strikes. You were out in the old
I
YouTube.
mean, what's it coming to? Can't say bomb on a plane.
I know they can't yell fire anymore. It's like,
Joe
geez.
Robinson said, just let him know. All you got to do is drive across and
That's
I
right.
might have to do that. These days, I hear you have to apply prior to going to the state of Canada or the country of Canada.
You can get one of those like grappling hooks that you shoot across the border, drag it across. I don't think
What
that
are you
would work.
talking about? Dude, there's no big wall over
No.
Canada.
We're not going to Mexico.
There's
We're
a
going to
border. I'm
Canada.
just saying, you stay on your side, you shoot the thing over, and you drag it over. You didn't even
You're gonna
have to go.
shoot gunpowder over.
No, you're gonna drag the gunpowder back over. You're gonna shoot the grappling hook over. You know what I was.
He's gonna put it in a barrel and float it down.
Niagara.
Yeah. No, we just sent some trainers up to Canada and like
What
it
a
was a
Eagle
whole
Eye.
process.
How quick? Padded pants. Do y'all run or just knee pads?
None of the
no,
above.
just pants. Red real run some with the cryptic cries or whatever.
No, shooting. Okay, so is that Eagle Eye there? So,
Yes,
so
yeah.
Kenny, I'll run the Cry Precision pants, but that's usually for the sniper style matches because they're always going to have you on some type of metal grate or something like that. And in that case, regular pants don't work. Your knees are going to be killing you at the end of the day. For these rimfire matches, we just run regular Cool pants. You guys know Cool's a big sponsor for the channel. Been running their equipment, their gear for a long time, but it's more outdoor wear, but it's articulated knees and all of that. It's plenty good enough.
Yeah, works well.
So I don't think it's necessary to have the knee pads. I know Rick in the beginning had some knee pads to try some of the stuff, and then you just kind of jettison those and you don't even use them.
Which ones?
Those knee pads.
those things.
Yeah, yeah. So shooting rimfire matches,
You
or
can't
these other
have
ones, you
square
don't
knee
need 'em.
pads.
No, there's some good ones out there. Like you get the Art Trucks.
I don't know. The ones I got, they were like the best ones you could get at Lowe's.
Oh, at Lowe's, yeah.
Oh yeah, they had like gel in them and
Yeah,
everything
I
else.
thought that'd work. Those are the biggest. Those are good for doing flooring.
Yeah,
That's-
if you're going to
that's
be
it.
on a lot of rocks or rugged terrain, then getting something like the Cries, which they're expensive, will serve you well.
Yeah,
My
John
problem
is
with
really
cries
good.
overseas was you get rocks and pebbles down in that pouch.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, for the yeah.
So I
The knee
always
holes.
had those sewn up and put the Art Trucks knee
Okay.
pads over them. But that was just the environment we were working in.
Yeah.
So do you have a zap
Ooh.
new people when they get on a live stream?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Luke.
hey, there's no scratch off. There's no lottery game going
Oh, I can go
on.
get some scratch offs.
It's a little
We
late.
needed to continue
It's a little
on
late.
with that one. We almost made it to when we started off with a 20,
Yeah.
then we won, and we made 50.
Well, I cashed it already and got a 30 and scratched it off, and it was a loser.
You know why it was a loser?
Why? Because we're supposed to do it live and get zapped on here.
No, we didn't need to get zapped, but we could have won. Well, we could have zapped Dick, by the way. Dick's like, what? Why are you gonna get zapped? All my BDUs have Velcro knees to slip in pads. I'd like to get a pair of those actually. Cries.
Yeah, I gave a pair to Matt,
Ghetto
and he
Booty?
blew the butt out.
Yeah,
They're real expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
What do you guys have you ever thought like when you scroll on Facebook or Instagram or whatever? There's those ones that look like cries. Now I know the whole buy once, cry once, but has anybody ever tried those
Cry
out there?
once, you get it? Buy once, cry once. No,
Shock once.
those are Chang. Those are made in China. Cheap Chang Shin.
Hey,
What?
Chinese kids gotta eat too.
Oh, jeez, Bad Billy.
What up, Bad Billy?
I always find it funny that in the military we're always striving to get civilian gear because we think it's superior. And then when you get to the civilian market and you start training with civilians,
Yeah.
they're all looking for the military stuff. And it's
Yeah.
like, I will trade you half my military stuff.
Okay, so what would you have traded a set of Cry pants for that the civilians have that you don't?
Oh, I've traded them for many things.
Like what?
I've traded them for the British camo pant or shorts
Okay.
overseas. I've traded them for cools like you guys wear. I've traded them for some of the 511 when they first came out with the khakis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. People were thinking, "Oh man, we got over great." I mean, I wasn't anything super high speed. I was just, FO and JTAC. The only thing I liked about the Cries was the pouches on top of the
Yep.
pants when I was sitting in the back of a vehicle and I needed access stuff. But that was it. I mean, I could sew
And you can
pockets
draw
on
the knee
front.
pads up.
I know. I hated that.
You hated it.
I hated the knee pads, built-in knee pads. I wasn't a big fan.
Have you had any luck with the Wolf 40 grain? Brooks, I have not got any of that.
I
You got
do.
some 40,
I
didn't you?
actually do have a bunch of wolf. I actually have some of this. It's actually the Russian wolf that's in Russian. It's not in the black box, and none of my stuff likes it.
45 auto. If you can fit into 34 regulars, I will send you.
Oh,
a pack.
can.
34 regulars.
No,
That's me. That's him too.
I noticed that, man, these things are coming quick. At the last PRS match a few weeks ago, I noticed that you guys were shooting prone on rough gravel. Why are you guys not using knee pads, elbow pads? Because I haven't found a set that works well. The ones that I have are horrible. And elbow pads, I don't shoot with elbow pads.
Otter saying roll back about getting over here. Possible. I think we just started a PRS league over here, and I've mentioned you guys to get here and teach us newbies. I'm telling you, that'd be a cool trip.
Where's
I know it'd be good.
He is
Iceland.
in Iceland.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just they would have to provide all the firearms.
And the ammo.
Yeah, because we wouldn't be bringing anything over there.
Mm-mm. You got my email, Otter.
45 says, give me a couple months to lose some weight.
That's what I kept saying, and it hasn't happened. So I just give it all away.
Joe Robinson, what you say? Love it, girls. Good conversation starter.
Before COVID, flights were cheap to Iceland. I haven't priced them.
Cruise ships are opening back up again for the summer.
Saw that.
Yeah. That's your big in your neck of the woods. At least Florida.
Big Country says, what knee pads did you lend Gavin?
The Arctic Tracks.
Are those the ones that are about yay thick?
They're very
they
thick.
mold right to
Yeah.
this portion right here.
And then they have a cut in where it gets narrow, and then it goes back out to a band. They're a little spendy. I think they're like 60, 65 bucks.
Is it 2 straps or 1?
2.
2. Anybody use the Falcon Strike recoil pads?
No, Tom.
Lost 10 pounds last 2 months. Nice 45 auto. Hell yeah, buddy. That's something I'm struggling with right now. Losing a few pounds. Using some LBSs.
Yeah.
Just keep eating that oatmeal in the morning.
I tell you what,
I thought you were going to taser.
oh, you're gonna get tased before the night's over.
What you think?
All right, everybody.
How many likes we got?
I don't know. Let's go over here. Maybe we can find out. Let's see.
I'll tell him he needs to get to work on his flag here. He's short one
No.
for the positional punisher.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to put that one up. Like, no comment either. He's like, that doesn't really count.
Does that really count?
I look at it as like
Let
one
me
of
see.
those
I got to go through a commercial here.
one of those rites of passage, right? It wasn't pleasant. I didn't do very well, but oh gosh,
That's what you look like on YouTube right there.
that's sad.
That was 71 thumbs ups. All right. I was checking to see how lazy bones you guys were, and that's pretty darn good. All right. With that said, I'm out of stuff to talk
We'll
about.
close it out. Here's at me once. I'll take it.
Oh,
And there we go.
that's going to be
We
good.
got an opening.
Out to, remember, start it first, out to end.
Out in.
Out the end.
No reaction. No reaction. All right, here we go.
Ready?
Not in the armpit.
I'm gonna get you right here.
Okay.
Here we go. It's not bad actually.
It make you pull
Yeah, oh
away.
yeah. It's electricity.
I got chills to multiply.
Oh, you're shaking it off.
Oh,
That's what I was doing. I was like, woo, yeah.
I hear you.
Now you know how the chair got broke.
The recliner.
You couldn't break the chair because the chair
It was already broken.
the recliner.
All right, guys.
See you
Have a
guys.
good night. Stay
Have a good
safe.
night.
And I just want to see what the comments are.
Hardee's.
Hardy babies. You know what? Carl's Jr. is way better than Hardee's. What do you
They're
guys
the
think?
same damn
It's the
company.
same company.
No, that is not true.
Not you, but it's
What? You so jumping for?
because I mean,
I know I'm still
it's
alive.
still on.
Yeah.
It is still alive. The
It's still on red.
Carl's
No.
Jr. has a Western bacon cheeseburger. The Western bacon cheeseburger
Aren't you
is
trying to lose weight?
barbecue sauce, onion rings.
My favorite
Bacon.
thing about Hardee's is it's a common joke I make is
Hardee's.
their old commercial where it said mounds of inefficiency.
No.
Hey, right there, Carl's Jr. Lucas says. See, he knows what he's talking about.
Oh,
All right, you guys, have a good night. And see you on the next one.
Turn that taser off.
Oh, you
Yeah.
gonna get shocked.
oh yeah.